Do you want to use a package manager in your macOS? Let's install one. Before starting this video, I'd like to say that I have stage fright. So that means whenever I talk in front of an audience, I get nervous. So if there's any mistake in this video, please be considerate, as I'm trying to overcome this fear by doing these videos. Alright, now just start. Homebrew. Homebrew is a package manager for macOS. It's a third-party package manager. If you do not have any idea what a package manager is, there should be a card on top of this video. Please check that video to have an understanding what a package manager is, or you can also check the links in the description. Let's jump into the installation of Homebrew. So the requirements to install Homebrew are a 64 Intel CPU or Apple Silicon CPU, macOS Mojave 10.14 or higher, Xcode command line tools, and bone compatible shell. Alright, these are the requirements. That means you must have these things in your Mac before attempting to install Homebrew. Okay, let's go through the steps. The first step, well, every Mac users are already using a 64-bit Intel CPU, and if you have the latest MacBook or the latest Macs that Apple released, then you are using Apple Silicon CPU. So the first requirement is already satisfied. Step 2, macOS version. To find out the macOS version you are using, you can click on the Apple menu on the menu bar, then click on About this Mac. You will be presented with a window that tells you your macOS name and the version of your macOS. If your version is 10.14 or higher than 10.14, then you are good to go. Now the step 3. Step 3, we're gonna check what shell we are using. Now let's open up a terminal. To open a terminal, you just write terminal on your Spotlight or launch it from your launchpad. Now we have a terminal. Now the thing is, if you are using a recent version of macOS, your default shell is Z-H. But we actually need Bash to install Homebrew in our system. So for that, your requirement is already satisfied because you already have Bash installed. To check what shell you are running right now, you can always run this command: echo, then $, then shell in all caps. Press return on enter. It will return the shell you are using. Right now I am using ZSH. Alright, then step 3 is done. Now step 4. Well, if you have Xcode installed, that's good, but we actually do not need the Xcode, the full Xcode for installing just Homebrew. Xcode is actually, let me open up App Store. Xcode, you can find Xcode in App Store. Xcode is actually a very big IDE to develop Mac apps, then iOS apps, C apps, C++ apps, Objective-C apps. So this is an IDE that has every tools that's integrated into it, and for that it is a huge software. See, this is 11.6 gigabytes. So if you have Xcode already downloaded, that's great. But if you do not, if you don't have it downloaded, we do not need this 11.6 gigabyte of data right now. We just need the command line tools. For that, you can just copy this command here, press command C to copy it, and then paste it on the terminal, press command V to paste it, and then press enter. Now here click on this install, then agree on the license agreement. The installation of command line tools will begin. Depending on your internet connection and your machine configuration, it may take some time, but it won't be more than 5 minutes. Xcode command line tools is installed now. Now let's go for the fifth step. Just copy this command, select this command, then command C to copy, and then command V to paste in the terminal, and press enter. Well, I have already installed, I had a Homebrew installed, but for the sake of this video, I uninstall Homebrew. Since Homebrew uses GitHub in the for this for managing this for managing the versions, so in my system the installation of Homebrew will be faster. It just needs to update the incremental updates. In your system, it might take a little longer than me, but it won't be much long. So after pressing enter, type your password. Although it doesn't give any feedbacks, but your password is written there. So please make sure you're writing your password correctly, and then press enter. Now, again press enter. So the installation of Homebrew will begin right now. Alright, installation is successful. If you can run brew -- version to check if your installation is successful. It will return the version of your Homebrew that's installed in your machine. Now, why you may need a Homebrew or a package manager? Well, to install the command line tools, your app store won't be much of any help. So for that, you need to rely on the source codes, that may feel cumbersome to you. So for that, you should use a package manager. This is like a secondary app store for you. Now, what can we do? Let's see. Let's run brew help. Help is for help. So this returns how we can use Homebrew. So to run, I'm telling Homebrew, but whenever you are running a command, the executable, the command name is brew, brew, not Homebrew. So after running brew help, I have found this command, so this usage printed out in my terminal. How can I use this brew? So let's do just brew search. I'm searching for wget. Wget is actually a downloader that works in the terminal. So I have a return that's I have been returned a formula named wget. So we can just install it right now. Doing this brew install, then the formula name. Okay, wget is installed. If we enter wget right now, I get this return that missing URL. So that means wget is our Mac operating system my operating system can find wget, but I'm just missing the URL of which URL I'm going to download. Now, Homebrew is not only for the command line tools. Let's just give an example for this. We all know about Firefox, right? If I search Firefox, it's a very good browser. That's the only, in my opinion, it is the only browser that is not Chromium based, but a competitor of Google Chrome. So the Firefox, if we search Firefox in our App Store, we do not find it. So to download Firefox, what we can do, we can go to our browser, then search for Firefox, or go to mozilla.org, then download Firefox. Well, I'm not actually going to download it right now. Now, you all know the drill. After downloading the DMG, then we need to mount or open that DMG file, then just copy this Firefox to our applications directory. So that's what we do for installing Firefox. Now, that's a lot of steps, in my opinion. I have to open a browser, I have to search for it, I have to go to the link, then I need to download this, then I need to open this, then I need to copy this. But here, let's do a search for Firefox. So we get the return. Before last time when we were searching for wget, I was returned formula, but here now in the very top of the results I see casks. Casks are the special formula that is casks are the special formula for Homebrew to install such apps like graphical apps. So for that we can just issue this command, brew install, then double dash or double hyphen, then cask Firefox. Now you don't need to search for a package every time you need to you're gonna install a package. You can just, if you know the name of the package and the formula type, like is it a simple formula or a cask, you can just do this without running the search command. So if I discard this search command, I just did only one thing, brew install cask Firefox, and this is gonna download and this is gonna install Firefox in our machine. So this has become very simple. So we can see that Firefox is successfully installed. So for that, let's just run a search and spotlight. I believe, yeah, I get the result Firefox. That means this is installed. Let's just click on open. Alright, Firefox is installed. Now, installation part is done. How can I uninstall? Well, before installing Firefox, we installed Homebrew. We've installed wget using Homebrew. So let's just run this command, brew uninstall wget. It will just uninstall the wget from our machine. So now if I run wget just like before, I get the return command not found. So wget is no longer installed in my machine. So this was a brief overview on Homebrew. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching this video.